Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host Cesaron, and today I'm telling the tale of the Melon Shinobi. In a land far away, a bit behind the horizon, the place where the setting sun rises, there was a conflict between two clans whom just could not get along. And the cozy yet crazy and quite crappy town caught in between the two factions, and some weird monks. This village was watched over by a shinobi, a peculiar fellow posing as a farmer, reading a book about agriculture for beginners in a land where almost everyone is illiterate. He saw a wayward straw hat wearing samurai walk into town. He stalked up to him and asked, "Where does the sun rise?" "In the Emperor's city," answered the samurai, known as Kodai. He went on. Then the shinobi went on to prattle about the state of the land, and that the enemy clan daimyo is in coma, and that the samurai lord is dead. A while later, the shinobi came back 2 limbs shorter. Not only had the pajamas-wearing fool been spying on the enemy camp roughly 2 meters away, but he got caught. The enemy clan was not happy about secret divulging wires, which cost him 2 fingers. A bit later he contacted a member of the other clan, one that knew not of the secret phrase. Then he almost became a head shorter. Half the man he used to be, so to speak. A compromise was made. If he were to bring the still living daimyo head, he would be forgiven for his failure. He gladly and hastily accepted and ran away on his little legs. Hours later he had apparently succeeded. He came back with a weaved potato sack, with a heavy, round object at the bottom. He wanted to speak with the general, and only him. Eventually the peasant samurai returned. When he was gazing into the bag, the shinobi struck, fast and hard, holding a knife to the general's throat. Seeing as the shinobi was surrounded, nothing could be done about it. It was a standoff. Then the liaison samurai from early came back with a book, reciting haiku, turning the foolish man into an even bigger fool, and completely useless through poetry. He shouted out in a shrill, desperate voice as he cut his belly open in failure, "Cut off my head! Cut off my head! Let me die in honor!" Which meant a swift execution, with his head still attached to his body. A spy and an assassin deserves no honor, especially not when he fails. Inside the bag was a fresh watermelon. The samurai sat down around the bonfire, deciding where to put the corpse. The haiku samurai asked if they should eat the melon. "Sure," replied the stout one, and after about 20 minutes of idle chatter, and melon devouring, loudly, mind you, one of them remarked that the issue with the fruit is that it's so wet and makes water run. Closing the pajamas-wearing pansy, she suddenly sprang back to life in rage. "You're eating the dang watermelon! It's not even mine! What are you thinking? Why? Why are you doing this? Seriously! Not cool, man, it's not even mine! Jeez!" And then everyone around the campfire burst out laughing at the poor man's loud and angry outburst. He left full of word and temper, but the damage was done, and a bloody good joke cannot be undone. The tale do not end here, though. The very next day a parley was held between the 2 feuding warlords by the monk temple. The straw hat-wearing samurai decided to bring the other half of the watermelon that was yet to be devoured and deliver it to the monks. It was originally intended to insult the opposition. That did not turn out as intended, because opposition did not show up for a long while later. So the samurai went to explore the town, and keep a watchful eye out, when shouting and howling was heard from the forest. and through the undergrowth and the trees came a bunch of marauding bandits and brigands, plundering the temple for gold. But they could find none, because monks are poor, so instead they were offered the watermelon, and they were ecstatic and happy to finally have food. Unfortunately, they did not take into account the samurai, who came charging, screaming at them, killing a bunch of them. One even pleaded for his life, going, "Please, good sir, spare my life. I'll give you the watermelon if you do so." Needless to say, he died like a dog with no honor. After a harrowing chase through the woods, the rest of the bandits ran away, leaving the bisected watermelon behind in a very pristine condition. It was then donated to the villagers, that happily began to cut it into pieces, distribute it, and eating it. And so ended the life and the tale of the watermelon Bushido. And thus end the summary of the Watermelon Shinobi. Summer 2009. Like and subscribe to me on social media. All the links are down below. A t-shirt with the illustration on can be found in the link down below as well.